Hi, Mr. Thomas Hahn. It's a pleasure to have you here in Bucharest Technology Week. I would like to ask you some questions. What was your presentation about?
My presentation was about to show that digitalization, we know this from our private life, we're using this in our private lives, also influencing our industry where we as Siemens are inside. You can imagine we are in the automation business, having our own plants, having products which we're selling to other companies for their plants. We have building technology, mobility, healthcare, and so on. So on all this, and with the digitalization, we have the digitalization trends we see, let's say, in the classical consumer business, where we as private person are using this, will also influence our, let's say, industry business, or more in the B2B business. And that was my content on the one side of my presentation. The other side was how we can develop, innovate, and also work in a somewhat changing environment, so-called ecosystem, how we are forcing innovation with startups, with universities, with crowdsourcing, with own development, together in platform with other companies on the one side, and on the other side, how we work when we're going to the product topics, let's say more in a solution when it's really running the system, how we interact in this ecosystem, also let's say in the product topics. This was the second topic, and of course, last but not least, how we're handling things, the digitalization transformation inside Siemens, which we put as one of our trends in our company strategy, where we are using our knowledge about electrification and automation, where we are coming from, and how to use this knowledge also in the digitalization for new services, for enhanced automation systems, let's say for new services, vertical services, and digital service which we can offer to our customers.
How did you find the audience?
I think the audience was quite good. Also, when you were standing here outside, having some small booth from different participants, companies, institutions, to have the audience and really to discuss this in this audience with manager, with people development, with young people, with older people, and to looking how with different presenters, Siemens, and after me was a colleague from SAP and then from Microsoft. So we put also different types of presentations from companies, from different companies, from IT, from more industry business companies, from, let's say, established companies, from new one. I think also in the afternoon was some kind of the IoT regarding from startup, really to mix this up and really to bring this audience together. Young people, established people, manager, developer, different kind of capabilities. So it's a great task to achieve this. And I think what we have to do also in our countries, in Europe, for our companies, together to have this kind of conferences.
How would you wish your presentation will impact the audience?
Pardon? Sorry, I have no.
How would you wish your presentation will impact the audience?
My wish is that my presentation gives to the audience the following topic. Let's say three topics. One, of course, digitalization influences also traditional, so-called traditional businesses like the classical industry, automation, building technology, mobility. First of issue, we have to face this. The digitalization is, let's say, some kind which we have to face, and which is, of course, also opportunity to this. Second topic is that the audience recognize, and we are in Romania, we are in Europe, that we have in Europe expertise also to be in the future successful. Of course, we have to make our trainings, we have to educate our people, we have to educate ourselves to face these trends and to have the technology, and also to face the topics regarding what new business models, new technology can arise. And third topic is when you're looking at our businesses, let's say, and I mentioned before that of course digitalization is of course really a good opportunity for us, but we are building this on our established know-how. We are building this on the established know-how about electrification, automation. When you're speaking about data analytics, we know where the data are produced, in which domain, from which sensor, in which environment, and we put digitalization analytics, really high value analytics on top of this to create information out of the data. So meaning for me to use the background which we have, and by the way, this background we have also in Europe when you're looking at our industries here in Europe, and to use this also for the added value which we get out of the digitalization, the added value which we get out of the data analytics. And you know, my famous example was about CERN, where we have a huge amount of data which you can really put information out of the data, and you know where the data are produced. You combine this with the analytics, high-end analytics stuff, by the way, which we will also partially developing in Romania. That's what we want to achieve, and that's my wish, that my presentation is accepted or recognized.
Why did you choose to become involved in Bucharest Technology Week?
Yeah, look, I'm a chief expert software from Siemens, and you can name me also, I don't like this buzzword, some kind of evangelist for digitalization stuff. And you can imagine in this role, of course, I have a lot of discussions inside the company with my colleagues from the business unit. I'm coming from a research department from Siemens, but nevertheless, we are globally acting. So to put this technology, to put this thinking, like you asked me before, also to other countries where we have, of course, we are making business inside Romania. Of course, it was a request also for the local business people, but nevertheless, it's also a request from us to use the knowledge which is available in the different countries. And by the way, there's also some kind of advantage from Europe, because we have different type of know-how in the different countries. We have to bundle this. And that's the reason why I was coming to Romania, to share with Romania, with the Romanian colleagues, with the Romanian people, these ideas and what I have in mind, and discuss with you, for example, what should be recognized from my presentation, which I have given some hours before.
Can you tell me the most important technology innovations companies should invest in?
Of course, I have to say Siemens up front, you know. No, but let's say, you have to look at companies. First of all, when you ask me as a private person, of course, you have to look really which company is looking at a technology transformation and accepting this technology transformation. This can be a big company, like Siemens is, like I said before. It can be about very small companies, because startups, technology providers. So to asking me in which company should I, as a private person, invest, I would really look in the direction, are they facing and recognizing and having a strategy to fulfill this digital transformation, this digitalization topics on the one side, and also on the other side providing maybe some very advanced technology which is in line what is needed for the digitalization, for the digital transformation.
Thank you very much for your answers. It's a pleasure to have you here.
It was a pleasure to be here, and it was really interesting to see here and also to smell the atmosphere from Bucharest. Yesterday evening, the chance to have a little walk around the city and smelling the attitude, the life in the city. It was quite good. Thanks a lot.
Thank you too.